Hello, whiskey taste buds. It's Adam here with Blue Collar and Scholar Whiskey Pair. Back again for another video. We're doing our personal collection episodes, and so I'm going to share with you guys another whiskey from my personal collection today. First of all, I wanted to thank you all from the last video. We've had like way more views than we usually get when we post videos, so for that I thank you, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to try and keep this one a little bit shorter. Last one was about 20 minutes or so, which I find hard to watch myself, let alone someone else. Anyway, yeah, so we'll get right to it. Before I get started on the whiskey that I want to present to you today, I also wanted to talk a little bit about yesterday was November 18th, which was the BC Liquor Store's Premium Spirit release. So that's pretty exciting. I actually went in a little bit late to work and went and stood in line. I was actually second in line at the Courtney location, and may or may not have picked up a few special whiskeys, but I'm not going to tell you what I got, and because you'll probably see them in future videos. But if you guys did make it out to the spirits race, I'd love to hear about what you guys experienced and what you got in your basket. Feel free to just leave comments down below, or you can send me messages as well. That's fine. Anyway, yeah, it was a lot of fun, and I've done it in the past where I've gone all the way down to Fort Street Liquor Store in Victoria and went out there super early in the morning and waited in line, and it's a lot. It's a big ordeal, but it was fun. So I highly recommend it if you guys are into whiskey collecting. It's a lot of fun. You get some pretty special whiskeys. So anyway, today's whiskey is Kilkerran 16-year-old. And you can see that I've been thoroughly enjoying this bottle. It's almost gone. I picked this bottle up on a little pilgrimage I made to Calgary last year. Went and visited a good friend of mine and fellow whiskey taste bud, Steve Campbell. And he had been setting aside whiskeys that I had been asking him to grab for me over the year. And instead of him packaging them all up and shipping them out to me, I told him I'm coming for a visit. So that's what I did. Kilkerran is made by Glengyle Distillery in Campbellton in Scotland. This particular whiskey, I believe, is a mixture of casks, so ex-bourbon, sherry, and maybe even a rum cask. Couldn't find a lot of information on it, but that's sort of what I'm gathering. And if I had to guess, probably mostly ex-bourbon. Bottled at 46% ABV, non-chill filtered, no color added. I can't remember what I paid for it in Calgary. It must have been on sale or a good deal because I bought two of them, which is why I opened one, because I like to have one if I can, buy two bottles and open one and save one for my collection. I think it was, looking online right now, they're about $150 each, but I think I probably wouldn't have gotten two at that price, so maybe it was on sale or something, I don't recall. Color, you can see it's a beautiful kind of light golden straw color. My beautiful pinwheel crystal Glencairn. I like these glasses, one of my favorite whiskey glasses, because it has a real nice weight in the hand. It's not just your typical Glencairn glass. It's just got a little bit more weight to it, which I quite like. On the nose on this one, I get vanilla for sure. And then there's like crisp tropical fruit notes, subtle oak spices, cut grass clippings, and like a hint of cloves. Going right into the palate. We'll take a first little initial sip there. So this is a pretty heavy hitter for 46%. Normally, I prefer whiskeys closer to 50%, but this one, I don't know if it would be pretty have a lot of attitude if it was a little bit higher ABV, I think. So yeah, right up front, white pepper, some real briny kind of coastal notes there. There's even a gentle smokiness in there, which is really nice. Pick up a very like slight kind of sulfur note too, which can be off-putting for some people, but I actually don't mind it in some whiskeys. And it gives way to more of that sort of sweet tropical and orchard fruit, and kind of hay fields again as well. The finish is super long on this whiskey. And it almost builds as time goes on to like those salt and pepper kind of spicy notes. Beautiful finish on this whiskey. Mouthfeel starts out a little light, slightly creamy, and then it's really, I find it super drying in the mouth to the point where the roof of my mouth almost goes numb. If I had to compare it, going back to the blue collar comparisons, I'd compare it to a well balanced 50-50 antifreeze. Again, not something we try to ingest, but every once in a while, some of it does end up in your mouth. And then also comparing to automobiles, I'm going to pick this one and say it's like one of those 1960s to 70s Volkswagen van, or better known as a toaster oven. And the reason I paired it with one of those is because this whiskey's probably not everybody's cup of tea, but there's certainly a cult following and people who will absolutely love it. And that's why I chose this whiskey, or that van, to go with this whiskey. Out of 10, I give this probably an 8.5. Yeah, and that's another whiskey from my my collection. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And don't forget, if you like what I'm doing and you like the videos, hit like and subscribe. And we'll see you guys next time.